The Tenshu of the Liwei Chising is getting on in years, and the selection of his successor is nigh. As the three candidates present themselves one after another, some force seems to be steering the seemingly calm waters. Now even the greatest of chess masters may play false, and thus set the game. Yet there are already precious few worthy players in the first place, and many more still are those who do not even comprehend that they are on the board. Ooh.
Ad Astra
But first,
Abyssosque. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Adventure 58. Nice. And some compensation because Raiden gets some things with the Yelan elemental burst, and of course Lisa's birthday.
Ad Astra.
Catherine, my rewards. Yeah, they should have augmented maybe one moon at least each level. Blue. So I almost done with my battle pass of Smite. I think it's only with just 1,000 XP for a level, and that's all. Again, it's weird. I got the chest, but it says that I already have all of them. So I don't understand well how that works. And Fortnite, I'm level 41. It's a decent number for the first week.
Uncle Tien, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Oishi, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea? I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories.
We are more concerned about your health, Uncle Tian. Is everything okay?
Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry. I'm quite all right. It's just the years gradually catching up with me. As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
Nice. It's sad, but I think it's that is the best.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a
Oh,
rather
let me guess.
unique position
Yelan is going to be
among
the
Liyue
Tianshu.
Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice, so a public selection process would not be suitable. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself. Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
Oh? Who is it?
Ooh, who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
Ooh.
It's Yelan!
It's Yelan.
Jackpot. Uncle Tian here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
Ooh.
What do you think?
It's a good opportunity. Or I'm not really interested.
Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with the new Qixing, right?
Alright then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Hey, no, just for that.
Huh? Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together. So, how about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
What a surprise.
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house.
Ooh.
You're all set?
Yep.
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingbo, and Zhi. Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel. Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
If he wants to study and travel, he won't like being here. the civil affairs, maybe he's too well known, and the entrepreneur, maybe the entrepreneur will be known of his thingy he wants to do.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Qiyi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. Alright. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
Another flower is blooming.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair.
Hey, no. You're done.
I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
This is either the civil affairs guy or the entrepreneur.
Oh, I mean, I think it's fine.
You are the study one, but you need to put more decision.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're just being unreasonable.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it.
Okay, you're the civil affairs and the other guy is the entrepreneur.
Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
It looks like all three candidates have arrived.
Oh, it was those three? I never noticed them. Miss Yelan. So none of them will work and you will be Qianchu, Wanchu, Wanchu.
We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process. I've split it into 2 stages: current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Ooh, small and big. Ooh, he's so big. But sometimes that a lot of information doesn't mean equal good quality, right? Right, Yelan?
Wow, one of them is really thick.
Oh, really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues.
Ooh.
There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing.
I think the big one was the dude with the younger one. Or the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
Oh no, Mingbo Manifesto covers domestic affairs quite comprehensively, focusing on people's livelihoods. Dude, she read that so quick. The core principle seems to be the greater good means a world that works for everyone. Huh? Shanwei Manifesto addresses many commercial issues and provides some very penetrating analysis. His view seems to be that regulations and incentives are both indispensable. Okay, I guess both of them focus on their just on the personal point of view. Kiji Manifesto covers domestic affairs, foreign affairs. No, maybe this one is the civil affairs guy, and the other one was the entrepreneur. Domestic affairs, foreign affairs, and checks and balances, all in great detail. The focus seems to be problem solving. Oh yeah, the dude from the chairs. It provides concise and clear solutions to various problems. It's so thick that you can only have time to skim through it roughly. Oh, I see someone. Well, she's not that thick, but
By the way, do you have any idea who the assessment officer is this time?
I'm not sure.
Me neither. They'd better get someone who knows what they're talking about, though. I don't want some amateur trying to decide my fate.
yeah, Mr. Kiwi. It seems the best option for right now. Right now and for now. And I think I will take a break. Hehe. See you around.